The last decades have brought unprecedented waves of change. The way we communicate, the areas that we live in, our transportation systems, how we make the objects we use, and even how we grow our food. Some of these changes have been a product of technological advancements, higher densities, and climate change. Humans are starting to become more and more aware of the need for more sustainable lifestyles. But what about the buildings that we inhabit? These remain fairly similar. 33M engaged a series of individuals, all community leaders with a conviction on moving towards more sustainable futures, in the process of designing a truly sustainable and resilient building typology.
When you ask about the future of sustainability, I almost had to laugh because if we don't have sustainability, there is no future, and that's the mandate of our time.
We are still working with structures that are incredibly wasteful, concrete and steel frames. Glass skyscrapers are being erected everywhere, from cities in deserts like Dubai to cities that are frozen half of the year like Chicago.
We had to rebuild in ways that work with nature the way nature is now confronting us.
L'humanité a fait une grave erreur de chercher à dompter la nature. Au lieu de faire avec la nature, elle a cherché à dompter.
Taking a step back and trying to forget how we build today could be beneficial.
You guys have to be like NASA. NASA plans for everything.
Our most efficient president is nature. Take, for example, a tree. It only grows the structure it absolutely needs.
Maybe bring more of biophilia inside the buildings themselves, because we spend like 90% of our time inside buildings.
Having so much green and going in there is just healing. More people want to go there.
How is sustainability impact? Is it built of materials that are so sturdy that I can pass it down through 3 generations?
Passivity is a process that starts with the consideration of site-sourced, planet-friendly materials and construction, and goes beyond the mechanical performance of the building, bettering the health and lives of those inhabiting it.
They don't know about the energy efficiency and the better air quality and better light quality and non-toxic materials and all of the things that are not just better for the planet, but are actually better for the health and wellness of you and your family, potentially, too.
The materials we build with today are generally being sourced from countries with high poverty rates.
¿Cómo podemos simplificar para que cualquier persona tenga accesibilidad a ese tipo de materiales o sistemas constructivos?
The transportation of these materials and the industries related with their transformations are incredibly contaminating processes.
How can I reuse everything that I'm using in the construction? How would that change your construction method?
New construction technologies such as large-scale 3D printing have come to play recently. Site-sourced elements, per se sand, can be used as base materials for printers,
where the raw material gets converted almost from raw to finished,
which can then easily mass-produce construction modules.
Moving from an energy system very centralized, based on fossil fuels, to a very distributed, technologically smart, and very democratized energy system.
With the aid of technologies such as 3D printing and AI-powered robotics, we have the potential to implement systems that allow for the building to transform, behaving like a living organism, and adapting to varying climatic conditions.
New York City or Florida, it's slightly different, sun and climate, but all the data is there. So modify it. So 3D printing of unit can be done like this.
The cells that agglomerate to form the envelope breathe. The envelope expands and contracts to allow for varying levels of openness and insulation, responding to exterior temperatures. They have the ability to capture moisture from the air through mechanical hairs.
Designing our buildings as an ecosystem.
Understanding how to design spaces that behave and even resemble living organisms might be the beginning to creating a healthier building technology, a typology that brings us closer to nature and fosters community-based lifestyles.